Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the trailer for Final Fantasy XV's final Season Pass DLC, and that of Episode Ignis. Quick heads up, this microphone is my headset microphone. I just moved to Los Angeles and I don't have my normal one, so unfortunately for the next few videos, it's going to be this one. It's that or no videos at all. Second of all, there's going to be major spoilers to Final Fantasy XV in this video. Even just watching the trailer is massive spoilers to Final Fantasy XV. So if you don't want spoilers towards about the Chapter 8 area of Final Fantasy XV, I would highly advise you turn off the video now. So the trailer for Episode Ignis is easily the best trailer of all of them, and I personally feel that trailers have been getting better and better, with Comrades being the only one that's been kind of 50-50 just because there's not really any major characters we're attached to. It's a player-created avatar. So Episode Ignis takes place during the events in which Noctis is knocked out cold in the events in Altissia after the trial of Leviathan. Now, we've always known that we were going to get this DLC. As soon as we found out there was going to be an Episode Ignis, this seemed like the most obvious place to put it. There are some things we already knew happening here. For one, Ignis is going to be teaming up with Ravis in a similar fashion to the way that Gladio teamed up with Core in his DLC, and Prompto teamed up with Aranea in his DLC. Looks like we're going to be getting to see more of the raw power of Ravis that is teased in the main game, but we never really get to see it come to fruition, except with the boss fight that takes place later, and even that's debatable because Ravis is under the influence of the sickness that all the people are getting because of Arden. So, what can we glean about what actually happened before the DLC itself even comes out? Well, for one, we can see that Ignis is knocked out cold during the battle with Leviathan as he wakes up to after Leviathan has been defeated, and Titan is the one astral that is remaining in the area. On top of that, you can see that Titan is fighting off the Imperials, probably to protect Noctis. Noctis at this point is probably out cold, as we do see him in the trailer just completely unconscious, and we know that he won't wake up till way later after his dream with Lunafreya and when he actually receives the ring. So Ignis is trying to keep his promise to Noctis and to his father that he will always protect him. He will make sure that he is able to meet his destiny and is able to become the one true king. So for that, he starts fighting his way through Altissia and eventually comes into contact with Ravis, who is also trying to fight to where Noctis is because Lunafreya is there. He's trying to protect her. At this point, it's hard to tell if Ravis has any respect for Noctis whatsoever. That was always a big question, how he goes from feeling one way about Noctis to the next, and it's always been kind of theorized that he kind of developed it over time, or that he was always pretending to think otherwise, especially when you see some of the cutscenes where before Lunafreya dies, where he's telling her to, follow her destiny and do what she's supposed to do, but it seems like he has no respect for what he considers to be a spoiled prince in the first place, especially one that cost him his entire homeland. So with them working together, they plow their way through to find Noctis and Lunafreya. It looks like Ravis mostly focuses on taking the corpse of Lunafreya out of there, while Ignis is eventually met with a much worse fate. He comes face to face with none other than Arden, and it's been long theorized that Arden was the one who made Ignis blind, and to some degree we find out that's true, but not in the way we initially thought. It's spoiled somewhat in the trailer, but Ignis is there actually pinned down by Arden. He receives a proposal from Arden to join him, and it seems that he just completely turns it down. In the process, however, he notices that Noct has dropped the Ring of the Lucii, and he picks it up, and in order to combat Arden and actually ensure that Noctis is able to make it out safely, he puts the ring on. Now, we've already seen what putting on the ring has done to a lot of other characters. I think it's a bit symbolic that the one character that is your ally in this DLC is Ravis, someone who put on the ring and lost his arm because of it. So the fact that Ignis is putting it on, I think we all know, based on what we see in the trailer, what he is going to lose in the process. It's likely that Ignis does indeed do what Nyx does and gains the power to actually save Noctis, at least temporarily, but at the cost of his sight. So it's good that he only had to lose his sight for that, because we've seen the price that the kings have actually taken before in the form of Nyx's life, or just the life of anyone ignorant enough to think that they can actually control the power that's within the ring. But this is easily the most impactful, and while I feel like they definitely showed too much, and they have a bad habit of doing this with all of the DLC trailers for all the episodes, I'm glad to see that this is going to be a mega impactful story for Final Fantasy XV. One that we probably already knew to some degree, but we at least get to see it at some point. I already paid for the season pass, so of course I'm going to play it. I guess the real question is, what's next? We know that Tabata is planning on revealing a new roadmap for the development of Final Fantasy 15 this November, after people have asked him over and over again to include new things such as Episode Lunafreya, Episode Arden, etc., etc. It looks like they are considering a second season pass going into 2018. Whether or not we'll actually get it, or if we're going to get more comics or movies or whatever it is they're planning on doing for the Final Fantasy 15 universe going forward, we really can't say for certain yet. But keep an eye out this month, because I will be bringing you that information when Tabata decides to reveal it to us. I am actually kind of excited. If the quality of the DLCs is good, I'm okay with more DLCs going into next year, but I already know what my comment section is going to look like hearing that, so y'all go nuts down there, because we've been beating this drum for almost a year now when it comes to the DLCs of Final Fantasy 15. So tell me, what did you think of the episode Ignis trailer? If you haven't watched it on its own yet, make sure to go watch it with full audio. Check the description of the video for the official link to Final Fantasy 15's channel, where you can find the episode Ignis DLC. Also, be on the lookout for Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. I'm going to be producing content on that when it launches officially on November 7th. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for the next video where hopefully I've gotten a real microphone. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.